In September next year, Orion spacecraft will take astronauts on a mission around the moon. Officially, it will be the first human moon visit in more than 50 years. Two space-traveling test dummies were used to measure the radiation exposure. Known as radiation phantoms, the specially designed dummies Helga and Zohar were included on last year's Artemis 1 uncrewed mission, which lasted for 25 days, flew 450,000 kilometers to the moon, looped around it, and then almost 65,000 kilometers out into deep space before flying back to Earth. Helga and Zora's phantom torsos, made of materials that mimic the tissues and organs of female humans, were testing how the ride feels. Women are thought to have more tissues that are susceptible to the effects of radiation, so Zora was tested out a radiation vest to see if it provides extra protection. The phantoms were covered with 5,600 sensors. Without the protection of Earth's magnetic field, astronauts traveling to the moon will be exposed to more intense radiation for much longer than a trip to the International Space Station. Stuart George, lead author and a member of the NASA Space Radiation Analysis Group, says the results suggest that radiation exposure won't be dangerously high for short moon missions, but problems may arise on longer moon missions such as the Gateway Lunar Space Station and eventual trips to Mars. Why is radiation an issue? Cosmic radiation is produced from exploding stars, while solar energetic particles, or solar cosmic rays, are beamed across the solar system from the sun. Too much of either form of radiation can damage our DNA, which can cause radiation sickness or increase the risk of cancer, depending on the dose. While astronauts have been heading to space for decades, almost all space travel has occurred on Space Shuttle missions or the International Space Station, ISS, in low Earth orbit. Items in low Earth orbit are under the protection of Earth's magnetic field, which shields Earth from the vast majority of radiation produced by our sun, or from background cosmic radiation. In general, radiation levels are higher outside of the protection of low Earth orbit and the protection of Earth's magnetic field.